Yeah, you got to watch out because a lot of men will purposely make it so that you never go on vacation again without them. And let me talk about this. Thanks for this comment. So this person was saying, so I did a video yesterday or whatever about the plant lady that all her husband had to do was water these things. She was gone for 10 days and she came back to them basically dying. And her caption says, "I'm not mad, just disappointed," which you should be mad. Anyway, I covered a few different topics on that, about men purposely destroying things that give you joy because they are jealous of those things, whether it's your children, your pet, your plants, your art. So I told a whole story on that. And then, so this comment saying, that basically another reason men do this is to punish her, so basically so that she doesn't go on vacation again. And I want to talk about that. I've talked about this before, but it's been a while. So here is a reminder, and I'm going to give 2 real life examples. So I'm not just making this up. This happened to me, and this happened to one of my best friends. By the way, we're back home. Finally have cell phone service. You're going to probably see videos of me in random locations because I didn't have service for the last 2 weeks, more or less. I was trying to vacation, which I don't do enough. If you want to see that content, like for example of a jousting on boats festival that I just went to, join my Patreon. That is coming soon for those of y'all over there. I can't wait to share this bonkers festival. Also, I got a lot of lives from the past that are posted there that are coming up. There's some changes happening in terms of guests, new exciting guests. Dates are being switched. So I will keep you informed. I just got home. I'm unpacking right now anyway. But I'm back. Thank you for letting me go on vacation. But vacation brings up a lot of issues for me because like most women, vacation is where we see sometimes the worst of men, whether they're with us or not. My current vacation was amazing because I am with a partner, not a man who can't stand me, like so many women. And so I did a video last week about how even though I'm not with a man who exhausts me, like so many women, just being on vacation and seeing men at their worst is really hard to watch. But I also wanted to share two other examples of vacation stuff where you really see men's true colors, and that is if you go away without them. Maybe it's not even vacation. Maybe it's a work trip. Maybe it's just a night out with your friends. It's literally whenever you go and experience joy that doesn't involve him, if he's jealous, insecure, and that's like best case scenario, or a narcissist or abuser or any of that stuff, they're going to ruin it. So you really got to watch out for what happens while you're gone. So someone left on my a comment on my TikTok. I'm not where you're watching this either, TikTok or YouTube. That her husband let their marriage tree die. Like if that's not a perfect metaphor, I don't know what is. They're divorced now, by the way. Someone else said in the comments, I'm hiding your usernames, by the way, for your own anonymity, because I don't know if you want me to show that. So I always play it safe, better safe than sorry. She said in the comments that she reminded him every day to water those plants. And someone else said in a comment that this was literally, first of all, this was her business, so this was an income as well. But this was the front door. You have to walk by these every day. So it's not like he's just like, oops. I mean, we could give all kinds of benefits of the doubt, but y'all know I don't give men many benefits of the doubt anymore. Unless they've earned those benefits of the doubt. Because even as me and my little ADHD brain, that out of sight, out of mind has horrific consequences in my own life, I try to have a little bit of grace for men who have earned the benefit of the doubt to also have an out of sight. But what? It's not even out of sight. It's out your front door. Unless you park in the back and literally never walk out your front door, you could not forget this. You could not forget this. This was intentional. So I think I gave this man a little bit too much grace. I mean, I assume that he's just a selfish king baby, bare minimum. But I also don't know this lady or her husband. This is a teachable moment. Apparently, this is a thing. In plant groups, husbands are constantly not taking care of it's literally, this is life. This is life. So it may not be the same as like leaving your child in a hot car, which again is, I've been meaning to make that video. Y'all already researched it, but I didn't have a connection and anyway, I'm overwhelmed. with all the things I want to do and talk about. But they either will ignore the plants on purpose or they'll just chop them down. Oopsie. That is a huge red flag. Another commenter, she leaves great comments, said she had to leave a houseplant group that she loved because every day it's not about plants. It's about these women being like, how do I revive my plants that my husband let die or intentionally. Anyway, we can't even have plant groups. We talk about plants without patriarchy somehow coming into it and being like, blah. Patriarchy, just like white supremacy culture and capitalism, is like infused into everything at this point. I mean, at this point, it has been. These men, they will not only forget to water your plant, they'll forget to pick up your children. So I went ahead on this one because when they forget to do things, or when there is a problem when you're on vacation, they are trying to tell you, don't you dare leave me again. Don't leave me home alone again. Don't leave me with these kids. But this is what happened to me and what happened to one of my best friends. There was no kids involved. It was literally, if you leave again to go through this thing, whether it's your family vacation or girls' night out or whatever, if you leave again, you will pay a price. You will pay a price because this is what happened. They are telling you this. They may not think in their conscious brain, I'm going to get a DUI while she's on her family vacation, which is what happened to one of my best friends. They may not say A plus B equals C. That doesn't mean that that's not intentional, right? Even if it's not a conscious thought, it's our subconscious is driving our behaviors all the time, especially if you're not doing any work on yourself, any healing, any therapy, any deconstructions of these systems that create so much entitlement and violence. So for what happened with one of my best friends, she left on a family vacation. I think it was like 10 days or something. And, only saw these family members like a couple times a year. And this is like one of the only times she spent a long time with the family. So she goes on this family vacation. Guess who gets a DUI while she's on family vacation? So she comes home and this man was an alcoholic. She luckily ended up seeing the writing on the wall and was like, oh, this is my future. They were engaged. They were living together. They were engaged. She learned to never live with a man ever again, unless they were married. That's a different topic. I have thoughts on that because she lost so much in that relationship and her finances are tied, but she had no protection. This man got a DUI while she's on family vacation. So she comes home and now has to drive him everywhere, drive him to work. Like a mom dropping a son off at school. Because if she doesn't drive him to work, he's not going to bring home income. And in the U.S., a lot of the public transportation is very difficult in certain places. And sometimes it's just easier to drive him than to deal with him taking 2.5 hours to take the bus to work because she needs him home for the others. Whatever, it's complicated. But that was her like, oh my God. So she started her exit plan. Or she started thinking this isn't going to work out. And then she found out, besides driving this man home and to the work all the time, he was going out with friends and he finally got like his license where he could drive to work or whatever. I don't know how they do it, like restricted. This man would drive to work and then he would drive to the bar and then she couldn't figure out where all their money was going. He was having a tow truck tow the car home every night, which is like $50 to $100 a night. This man drained their bank account, right? So he was giving her a little preview of what their life would be. Now, this man was an alcoholic. So addiction is only going to get worse, never better, unless they're actively getting help with it, which he was not. But addicts need an enabler to take care of them. They need a strong woman to hold it down. And she left him. She left him for like 12 days. So he got a DUI. And again, he may not have been like, I'm going to get a DUI so she never is going on vacation again. He basically was like punishing her for leaving him alone. And they didn't even have kids, thank God. It's a warning shot. Warning shot. Like a dog that growls before it bites. It's like, hey, you do this again? And they do it all the time on vacation, girls' night out, any major career achievement. So let me tell you what happened to my ex. When I went on my family vacation, he had a back injury all of a sudden. 2 days in, a back injury. Oh, look, he's doing his little rotisserie chicken thing. Back injury ended up being, it never went away. That is literally, he justified his bad moods, his violence, everything. But I had to be like, I literally had to like babysit him, being like, is your back okay? Did you go to the doctor? Because I didn't understand what he was doing. I didn't understand he's abusive yet. But if a man loses it while you're on vacation, get out! That's your future. Because that back injury, which again, I didn't realize at the time was just a lie. It was a lie, the whole thing. And I've done videos, y'all, about men will lie about injuries as a form of abuse. Because then that'll justify them being unemployed, them complaining about any of their, like being in a bad mood, about all these things. They love a good injury because that'll just, I can't tell you how much they lie. They lie so much about their injuries to the point where I've been fooled so much that like when Anthony is sick or anything wrong with him, I'm like I have no compassion. And he was like, babe, I'm really sick. And I was like, oh, right. You're not my ex. It's so easy to be like, you're lying. What do you want from me? Because men do it so much. But this man was so mad about his back injury, which he literally lied about, that I was like, that was the first time I got a preview of what was to come. Because before I left on family vacation, that is literally, by the way, he moved into my place while I was on family vacation. So a little hobo schedule. It went from like you living in a van down by the river, literally, I know y'all, I know, or in a hammock, to like, oh, so you're living with me. Okay, I always knew that was never going to be a good idea, but okay, it's hard to get a hobo out once they're in. But why, before it had been like, oh, like whatever, fun and blah. Family vacation is when I was like, oh my God, this is stressful. And my friend who was with me, Annie, the one who ended up saving me and coming down and getting me out, was like, why are you on your phone so much? I was like, I didn't want to be like, he won't stop texting me about his stupid back. And it was like such a bad mood. And I became his mom. And it all started because I dared to go somewhere without him. I am telling you, if I had paid, and that's also where he was like, where are you? What are you doing? And I was like, I'm with my family and my friend. And he was like, I don't know. I want to know you're okay. And he convinced me to put a tracking device on my phone so he could see where I was. And he's never left his place. So of course he was just like, there's no telling what he was doing. I remember thinking, that's like a bad idea. But guess what? I didn't tell my friends. Anything you're keeping from your friends, you're actually keeping from yourself. You know it's bad. Or at least it could be bad and you're afraid to like someone to tell you that like burst your little bubble. Like this is like fun and nothing bad's gonna happen. So tracking device on my phone happened while I was on family vacation. Back injury that literally our entire relationship was centered around his stupid back injury and justified all of his bad moods, which then eventually escalated into violence. That all started on family vacation because I dared to leave this man alone for, 10 days. And when I came back, I was expecting was like the old person, not old person, but like the old version of him. And he was never that person again. And it all started on vacation because that was kind of him having a preview that like, I'm going to go places without you because I always have done my own thing. Why would that change with you? And that was his opportunity to be like, that's what you think. Your old life, your old version of you where you actually liked yourself, that's gone now. I didn't pay attention, y'all. I'm telling you, go away. If you're newly dating somebody, go away. I mean, go and do girls' nights. Go out and have fun, but go away for a long period of time without them and see what happens. If they fall apart while you're gone, you will be a married single mom at best. Even if you don't have children, because that man's going to be your son. Best case scenario. Worst case scenario, you die. You die because men who cannot handle you leaving are going to be a menace. They are going to be the number one villain in your life. So it's a preview for weaponized incompetence. It's a preview for I'm so insecure. It's a preview for I'm going to control you. It's a preview for I actually can't stand you and I wanted to destroy anything that brings you joy. It is a preview for all the bad things. I can't tell you what a good litmus test this is. And by the way, just in case they do pass this litmus test, doesn't mean they're not also going to become crap. That's why I say there's no list. There is no list about if you do all these things and see all these things that he's never going to, do the switch up or whatever. But I'm saying what I can help you do is look for very serious red flags. Very serious red flags and how he behaves when you go on vacation or go do a lot of girls' nights or do things that are important to you, like a college degree, like maybe your graduation. This man also sabotaged, like the first time he was physical with me through TV and at me and bit me was when I had my one woman show. And I still performed that show. And I did okay. I can't believe the things that we do when we are disassociated. But I mean, I didn't even win Olympic golds like several gymnasts right after being essayed. Nasser. By the way, that lawyer is going to be on my live, but she went out of town again. It's really hard to track down very successful, brilliant people sometimes because they are busy. So that's not going to be on September 4th, but it's going to be hopefully in September, but I've got another person I'm going to announce soon. So I may have 2 lives in September. We'll see, but good things are coming. Anyway, please do not dismiss things like them falling apart or them having a weird relationship with things you love. Plants, children, your family, anything that does not involve them. Anything that's not about them. If they are jealous of it, they will destroy it. The things you love most, they will destroy. If they do not love you loving those things, they will hate you loving those things. This is seriously one of the biggest red flags to look at. And, something about vacation, maybe it's because it's a longer period of time and they're literally left alone to have to feed themselves and stuff, which hopefully they're doing. Hopefully they're cooking and feeding you, by the way. Vacation is a great litmus test to see a preview into your future. And that is a red flag you should never, ever, ever ignore. I swear to God, I could have saved myself so much pain if I had realized when he showed me who he was when I was on vacation. And whatever. I learned the lessons I needed to learn and luckily didn't die learning them. Almost. Vacation, getting sick. Do they take care of you when you're sick? How are they when they're sick? There's all kinds of things like this. But a man who is jealous of you will not let you have a vacation in peace. There will be some crisis. That doesn't mean a crisis can't happen. But I'm telling you, pay attention to these little crises that happen while you're on vacation. And they're not like, I'm going to do this. Some will. But I'm telling you, so much of what we do as humans is subconscious. But it doesn't mean it's not intentional. It's absolutely intentional. Be careful, y'all. And let me know if you heard the comment song. Welcome to the comment song, jousting on boats edition. Welcome to the comment song where I show random stuff from all over. I don't even know the tune of this song, but it's kinda whatever, who cares? It's a song about jousting on boats for real. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. They literally pushing people off the boats with the little thingy they do, joust, I guess, whatever. People watch while getting wasted on boats and floaties and all on the side. This is a town called Set, and I'll do more of it on Patreon. There were so many parties, it really was weird, because I don't like being squished in big crowds and everyone's drunk and spilling it on me and regressive men, la 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 la. Anyway, comment song, and now I'm back with my baby. Look at that smile, he's not biting my face, I swear. Mouse, comment song. Oh my God, sorry. And voila, that's it. Let me know if you heard it. Bye.